Piranha Plant. This is LEGO Super Mario Set 71426. It was released in November 2023 for about 65 euros. At the moment, when recording this video, there are a lot of shops selling the set for the slightly more sane price of 50 euros, which, at least in my opinion, is still quite expensive for a set with a brick count of only 540. Nevertheless, I'm really looking forward to build this set. It depicts one of the most iconic characters from the Super Mario video games, and I really think it looks very cool. So I really want to assemble this thing. Let's start with opening the box. Inside the box we find 6 bags, each containing the bricks for one of the 6 building sections of the set. And have a look at bag number 3, how huge it is. There are only very few bricks inside, compared to the huge size of this bag. Very strange. I really like how colorful all the bricks are. This just looks great. The set is going to be amazing. At least I hope so. Of course, we also find the building instructions inside this box. On the front of the instructions we get to see the completed build, and on the back side we get to see a computer-generated image of the Piranha plant, how it looks like in the modern video games. At least I think so. Inside the instructions we get to know some information about the plant and about its history in the video games, and a short interview with one of the designers. Then everything starts with step 1. I'm going to open now bag number 1 and start with the first building section. I will come back to you as soon as something interesting happens or something doesn't work as intended. I don't know if we already will find something strange in the first building section. We will see. Maybe you will see me again in one of the later sections. I will come back to you. Already the first step is fun. We are using these trapdoor pieces here, and I think I haven't used these pieces since the 90s, when I used them a lot in pirate sets and I think castle sets. Ha! Awesome. Step 5. I don't know if I have used this bracket here before. LEGO introduced this piece in 2011 and it has appeared in about 590 sets so far, so it's a quite popular piece. But it's new in this bright green color. It's the first time that we get this piece in this color. In step 6 we get another part which for the first time appears in bright green. I'm not going to show you every piece which is unique to this set in this color, because I think there are quite a lot of pieces appearing for the first time in bright green here. Step 27. In this step we use a 3x3 corner plate. This is cool. This piece is really new. It just was released in 2023, but it already appeared in almost 40 sets. Step 29. We have built this little segment here, and now we have to add it to the rest of our build. And I really like the symbol here. We have to put it in here, and when we can hear a click, it means that we have interlocked it correctly. Step 42. I just noticed that there are problems with the bright green color. the color isn't really consistent. You can see here that there are different shades of this bright green. The plates here in the middle look slightly different than all the other bricks surrounding these plates. Step 46. The set really uses a lot of pieces that are new to me. These 1x4 curved slopes are not only new to me, they are actually quite new. They were introduced in 2023 and only appeared in 7 sets so far. I think they look quite funny, a bit obese. And have a look here. Those slopes are 2 plates taller than a normal brick. In this step we have to use 20 of them. Wow. Step 50 is the final step of the second building section. With this step we have completed the tube part of the build. And sadly, the problem with the bright green color is now even more obvious. Have a look here. Oh. Well, let's go on with building the plant itself now. Step 53. Again a piece that's new to me. This 2x4 inverted tile was introduced in 2023 and has appeared in 17 sets so far. It's the first time that we get this piece in green. Have a look at these injection points. They are in a different color and that's quite visible, sadly. Step 62. There are so many new pieces for me, it's incredible. This 2x4 oval tile was introduced in 2020 and has already appeared in over 90 sets so far. Step 78. We are in the 5th building section right now, starting to build the plant's head. In this step we need to use this Technic piece here, and I'm not really sure if this little graphic here really is necessary. It doesn't hurt either, so it's fine. It reminds us that we have to pay attention. We want to use this piece and not this piece. I'm not sure if I have used this piece before, but I'm really not a Lego Technic guy, so I don't really care too much about this piece. Steps 91 and 92. Once again, I get to know pieces that I haven't used before. These bionicle teeth here aren't really new. They are in use since 2002, but I never really got much in touch with bionicles. I think I had 2 sets, but bionicles never really was a thing for me. So I didn't use these pieces before. Also new to me is this 4x4 round brick, this dome top here. And this piece actually isn't that old. Lego introduced it in 2021. And yeah, in this bright pink color, it's so far unique to this set. Step 113. This is the final step of the 5th building section. And as you can see, we have created a not so uncomplex Technic construction for the plant's jaw. Step 118. It's really amazing how many unusual parts this set uses. Or am I simply out of touch with modern Lego sets? It's insane. This 2x3 plate with cutout here is in use since 2021 and appeared in 32 sets so far. Step 121. The list goes on and on. This 1 by 4 by 2/3 curved slope was introduced in 2020 and appeared in 20 sets so far. And in step 123, we are using these 4 by 4 by 2/3 round corner bricks. And I don't think that I have used these kind of bricks with slopes, with prints on them before. Also, these prints here are exclusive to this set. Step 130. We have used a fun construction technique here. So this is the underside of the jar, the plant's flesh, or whatever you want to call this. And you can see that we have created this little gap here. And now we want to put the jaw or the skull or whatever on top of this part. So you can see we got this Technic piece here with axle hole, and we stick the Technic piece inside the hole like this. And now we want these two pieces, the jaw itself and this round part which we have built down here, we want to connect those two pieces. And you can see here that in the back there is a hole. And we have created also this little segment here. It's just a curved slope and a plate and a tile, and most importantly this Technic axle piece here. We stick it in there, and you remember that back in here there is a Technic piece with a axle hole. This means when we put this axle in the axle hole, everything stays together and gets connected. Just like this. Great. But by the way, have a look here. There's also another color. It's not only green, which has the problems with different shades. Also, red seems to be a problematic color. This smaller piece here in the middle is in a slightly different red than the bigger pieces to its sides. Step 147 is the build's final step. The build is complete. In this final step, we have to place these two coins here inside the pipe, but when we have a look at those coins, you can see that the print is not centered. But I don't think it's an error. I'm quite sure that this is done on purpose, because when we have a look at the instructions, there also we can see that the print is not centered. So our coins seem to be alright. Let's place them in the pipe. Oh. Now it's time to have a look at the build. It looks quite cool. So what we can do is that we can move the plant itself inside the pipe like this and like this. We can't position it in the middle position like this because the head simply is too heavy, and so it always falls in this front position. Only the position all at the other end is alright, then it can stay in place. But everything else just means that the plant will, topple over like this. We can also move the complete head, and there, once again, it can only be placed in this position or all the way down because the head simply is too heavy. It won't stay in another position. I guess you could also pose it like this, but there's no reason to do this. The mouth can be closed more or less and opened. And I think the ball joint used here is the right decision because the mouth stays in every position you like it to be. Let's keep it like this. What else can we do? We can move the leaves. This can be done with both leaves, of course. All these movable parts here are done with the help of ball joints or with hinge plates like here. And there is one play feature. You remember that we have placed the coins inside the pipe. And let's say Mario stumps on top of the plant, and this means he wins some coins. When we push this tile here, then the trapdoor opens and the coins fall out. The easiest way to reconnect the trapdoor is just by pressing the pipe on the table, and now everything is closed again. I really think this is a great set. I had much fun building it, and this set also contains quite a few pieces which are exclusive to the set, at least in the colors used here. And there were a lot of unusual pieces, at least for me. I haven't used a lot of those pieces before. So, at least for me, this was a set where I could learn much about new Lego pieces. What I don't like so much is that there are problems with the color. Of course, this happens with a lot of bricks by other companies too, but I think with bricks in this price category, with these expensive bricks, this really shouldn't happen. Yeah, this is a bit sad that we got these color problems, but they are not too extreme, so when you place this in your shelf, I don't think that you will notice these color differences when you don't look too closely at this build. Okay, then talking about placing the build on the shelf, this is what I'm going to do now. And then I think that my house is protected from small Italian plumbers.